The new VentClad lap system is a stack system, so it's very easy to install. Simply line it up, push down, and it's in place. It aligns it right off the first panel, so it's gonna not only stack every panel, but it's going to align every single panel without gauges. There's no silica dust involved, very easy to cut. You just simply put it in place and nail. The time savings of this system versus putting up furring vertically and then your fiber cement siding horizontally is day and night. You eliminate a full trip. Plus, this system makes it super straight down the wall because you can go up to a 20 gauge FM3 furring, and how it's attached to the metal panel, it's used with the 3M VHB tape in between. Now what that does, it allows the actual panel to expand and contract sideways and up and down and in and out. So this virtually eliminates buckling due to metal panels and all sorts of other kind of panels per se. All siding can buckle, all siding can basically warp down the wall. This furring strip, structural 20 gauge, straightens the actual siding job out. It can float over imperfect walls. It allows vertical drainage and vertical drying throughout the entire system, from the bottom to the top of the wall. This system is much stronger than most systems on the market. Plus, as you can see, it's connected at 2 points. This is the stack lock system. So it not only is attached through the FM3 furring to give it strength, but it's also attached at the bottom. When you have fiber cement siding, you're typically just attaching it about 3/4 of an inch down from the top edge of the actual siding. Well, the problem with that is the siding comes in and out, gets fish mouthing underneath the actual lap itself where the shadow lines are, and that's not good because moisture gets up underneath the actual panel. You have panels that are waving in and out and become loose. The wind can get up under there and then basically come off, and you know, the whole thing becomes loose. This system eliminates that. This is a wood grain finish with a 35-year warranty, transferable. It's a PVDF paint finish similar to a Kynar finish, so it's long lasting, fade protection as well. The entire system is guaranteed 35 years, transferable, and that includes fading of the actual panel itself with the paint. It includes the tape from coming or delaminating off of the actual furring itself. It's really quite a system when it comes right down to it. It's very, very strong. Solid. It's going to take the hail very, very well. We can even make it thicker if you need it for different areas of the country for hail. But this system is going to last, and that's the bottom line. It's going to pay for itself in the labor because you're eliminating that step of putting on furring strips vertically up the wall and all of the moisture that's trapped in other situations when you put separate furring on. The wood furring is going to bow warp, so you have to put a lot of fasteners into it. And that's a problem because you're basically putting extra penetrations throughout the entire wall system, thousands of actual additional penetrations that are really not needed. This eliminates all that. The only penetrations that are going through this wall is the starter strip in every panel. We have stick-on trim actually, so you eliminate the actual fasteners that way as well. I'll show you that later. But the thing about this system is why we recommend it with the 3M 3015 VP system. This air barrier seals the fasteners. And so not only we're minimizing by the thousands on a project the number of fasteners, but any fasteners that are penetrating through the air barrier are being sealed with the 3M 3015 VP product. Really an unmatchable system on the market. It speeds up your installation dramatically, as you could well imagine, because you're eliminating that whole step of putting up furring. The stick-on trim's amazing because it just sticks right onto the actual panel, so you don't have to add additional fasteners around the windows where you don't want them. This system will dry out very, very fast. This is the starter strip. This system with the starter strip is very easy compared to like a fiber cement application. With fiber cement, you have to cut a little piece of the fiber cement and nail it on there. It's gonna crack. They're gonna leave gaps down that whole thing so bugs can get up underneath there. And then it becomes weak at that point too. Problem with that is you're gonna have issues with it. This starter strip is like a architectural design built into the starter strip. So this has the stack lock system, and it's just basically a shorter piece of the actual siding itself that just mounts onto the furring with the VHB tape. And so you just set it down into there. As long as you get this starter strip nice and level with a laser or a chalk line, every other panel on the entire wall is going to be level. Let me show you that. We got a level right here. And we're going to put it right on top of the panel like that. And we are level. That's a great thing. This self-aligns the entire job with one starter strip. As long as that's level, every other panel is going to go up perfect. As you can see, it's got a very, very detailed wood grain appearance to it. The shadow lines are beautiful. You don't have to worry about getting hurt on any metal panels. That's the knuckle test, what I call. With fiber cement, if you rub your knuckles like that, they would be ripped up because the fiber cement has sharp edges and those chip off too. That's a problem with fiber cement. This will never chip off. You don't have to worry about this being above or below 20% moisture level like fiber cement before you put on. This is a steel panel here or aluminum system. You don't have to worry about any of that. You just get the panels out of the box and go. There's no worries, no silica dust to worry about. It's easy to cut with a special metal cutting blade. This is the VentClad